Y'all know how on most other hunting shows and YouTube videos and all that good jazz, whenever they're gonna show a hunt, they usually start off with the guy's phone going off at 3, 4 in the morning, a hot pot of coffee getting poured, and all that good stuff. Yeah, this ain't gonna be one of them. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I did not wake up early for this hunt. I did not overly well plan for this hunt. I do not have a bunch of B-roll up until the point I shot the deer. And the reason for that is because I slept through about 3 alarm clocks, didn't get out of bed till about 7 o'clock. Obviously it's daylight outside and I said, screw it, I'm going hunting anyways. The deer were rutting in my house this week, so I thought, well, what's the worst could have happened? I not see anything like the rest of my season so far? I say that, I got 4 nanny does in the freezer, but as far as seeing decent sized bucks that I want to take a crack at, nah, this was the first one. I had the Prime RVX 34 in the stand with me. Yes, the shiny one with the white limbs. I had Carbon Express Maxima Red SDs. I had a G5 Mega Meat running with the Stan Onyx Click. Lord, it's a deadly combination. So I'm swinging from my saddle. It's cold. I'm cold. There's really not a whole lot happening until I look across my little power line and I see a couple little white tails coming my way. I was like, oh, good deer. Come about 5 or 6 does, which already got me excited because my particular property does not have many does in general, which is why I usually struggle during the rut. But when I saw all those deer, I was like, they're not from around here. And since they were running, I figured, hey, there might be something going on here. Let's sit back and see what happens. So the does come across the power line down to this little bowl and stop about 20-25 yards from me inside this little thicket. And they're looking over their shoulder, which means naturally I'm looking over their shoulder for them too, because that means something's chasing them. Sure enough, by the time all them deer had stopped and the woods had calmed down, I heard something else that wasn't stopping and it's coming right for us. And all I could think was, please don't be a spike. Didn't even get to count the points before I already knew I was going to shoot this deer. I just knew that he was relatively tall and wide and he was going to cooperate for the camera, so I'm about to make him famous.
All right. Back.
Oh Lord, tragedy has struck, ladies and gentlemen. I kept mapping at the wrong time. Every time I think he'd come to an opening and I want him to stop, I would give him the old meh, and he would stop right in front of briars. And then I'd do it again and he'd stop in front of sticks. Like, this all happened extremely fast. Like, I had to get the camera ready, get my bow in hand, basically remember what yardage that stick was that I ranged like 3 weeks ago and haven't seen a deer there since. That just happened so fast. I can't believe that just happened. I don't know what just happened. I just got here 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, after the sun was already up. And here comes 3 does. And then here comes this buck chasing them. I think I smoked him. I gotta go back and look at the footage, but he looked hurt. Oh. I just got down. The arrow actually looked pretty good. May have been a tick far back. I'm gonna go and watch the footage and try to see exactly where I hit him and make a game plan from there. Might let him lay for a little while. I'm hoping he realizes he's hurt and quits chasing them does, but that's the only bad thing about the rut is when they're chasing deer like this, their adrenaline and testosterone is pumping so hard. A lot of times they don't even know they're hit, so I'm gonna go back and look at the footage and put a game plan together. Alright, we're coming back to the scene of the crime. I already found my arrow stuck in the ground. Got pretty good blood starting off. Watched the footage. Looked like he was quartering to me a little bit harder than I thought he was. So I'm thinking I caught the back lung, clean pass through, stuck on the other side. May have had some other organs on there as well. But luckily I was using the broadhead that I have a lot of faith in. So we're gonna start this track. I'll show y'all this arrow real quick. Here's what we're working with. I mean, it's painted all the way down. But like my great-great-grandpappy used to say, the deer ain't dead until you find him. I'm just kidding, he never said that. So the blood has been pretty darn good so far. But now, it is really good. It looks like he stood up underneath a branch over there like he's gonna get scraped a little while ago. And I mean, it just poured out of him. And now I'm just walking. Now it's actually going back towards the lake, which is kind of where I figured I'd find him. But I mean, he looked like he was stumbling. And the blood, I mean, I'm walking one step after the other into blood. I just hope he's not in the lake. But good thing about this right here, this time of year, all the leaves, or most of the leaves are falling. You see really good. All right, which way did you go? And there he is. He almost made it to the lake. Oh God, I can drag him out now. Well, after about 250 yard track, we finally caught up to him, and this deer's got a lot of funky character. He's a 10. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. He's got a crevice right here where it almost looked like a bumblebee got in there and made a home. Very happy with this North Georgia deer. I mean, everything happened so fast, as you can tell from the footage. And I mean, I made a split-second decision. I said, he's getting my heart pumping, so I want to shoot him. And honestly, he ended up being a little bit better than what I thought he potentially was. But going back looking at the footage, like I said, the shot was a little far back, but thank God I had a G5 Megameats, probably one of my favorite broadheads of all times. And I tell people all the time that broadhead turns a decent shot into a good shot, and this is usually what you end up with. Now, I definitely will say swinging from the saddle in this particular hunt was really key, because the direction they came from, I actually had to kind of back away from my platform. I say back away, swing out from my platform a little bit in order to get the shot, because I was right about, there, almost out of room to shoot when he finally did give me a shot. Overall, I was obviously very pleased with how things turned out, and I think I got in that stand about 7:30, 7:40, and that deer was shot by about 8:30. That just goes to show you right there, boys and gals, if you're a heavy sleeper like me and you like to sleep through alarm clocks, just because you wake up a little late doesn't mean you should go back to sleep. Go ahead and get up and get out there, and you never know what's going to happen.